Hello, welcome to my Let's Play of Morrowind. We are continuing down these mines for a minute, but I also want to get my level ups done, and I want to do it on camera, simply because that way you can see exactly what I'm doing and get an idea of, keeping it semi-legitimate. So, we took a +4 in speed, so that means we need to level up speed by 1. So we'll set speed to 90. Player, boop, boop, set speed 90. That speed is 90. I want to play the game. I want to see the game for myself, but I also want to get these where they want to be. So we'll just finish this up. Set strength. Oh no, we didn't level up strength. My bad. Endurance. Set endurance, and we leveled that up by 1, but it needs to go up by 4, so it needs to go to 45. Oh, my number pad is not working. So we'll just double check that that's worked. 45, wicked. And then the last one's our agility. Oh. And some weird menu things. So yeah, I'm sure there's a mod you can get to do this, but it's not hard to type out 3 lines of... Oh, I say it's not hard to do something and immediately mess it up. Agility. So we did 3 in that, so it needs to be 55 altogether. So all I've done there is where some of these will have been... These will always be around either a 5 or a 10. Or divisible by, because when I level up I will always be putting 5 in, and that's just as we discussed, so I can not have to min-max my level ups quite as much, and we can just start getting them how we want. So, other bit of admin before we continue. Fingers crossed that this audio for this is working as anticipated. I have everything spawned back in when I've reloaded, because of course it has. I've updated Audacity to a version I've never used before, and I'm hoping to be able to use it to take out some of the mouse, the keyboard clicks, and any breathing, if there's any of that as well. To be honest, I got used to doing Twitch stuff for a while back, and I've not done it for a while. But the nicest thing about doing that was... OBS has a noise gate that you can use, so your microphone basically doesn't switch on until a certain level of noise. Now, Audacity does have such a thing to a degree, but the difference that it is it actually stops recording altogether. It doesn't insert blank noise, and that would just be hellish to edit. So we're not going down that route, I can tell you that. So we've got 2 workers and a queen. I mean, we are just destroying the natural habitats here. I feel like it's, what are we on, episode 9, something like that. I feel like it's taken us 9 episodes. Oh, that was diseased anyway. I feel less bad taking it out. I feel like it's taken us 9 episodes to sort of get set up on our feet, but I think we are starting to be able to take on things with a little more ease. I've always found this with sort of Elder Scrolls and things like that is once I get progressing, like progression goes quickly, but getting the ball rolling is always a slow process. But like especially in a game where you're not guaranteed to hit every time you swing, it becomes a lot harder to... My thoughts, what were they? Yeah, it becomes a harder sort of on slope for you, because... Take that. Just because you're missing stuff to start with, but once you can start taking things down with a bit of efficiency, it becomes a little easier. So there we go. They're my thoughts on that. But we should be able to go to Balmora and actually start progressing the main quest now, I feel. Or at least get into some trouble around there. We've had a whole exploration of this sort of bit of the isle, but have you seen how much is left? We've scratched the surface, as they say. I'm going to do this just to get my magic and health back up. And then on to a Silt Strider for us to Balmora. Thought that was a Silt Strider going through the air for a second. Where was it? It's over here. No, I think I do remember like reading a guide a long time ago that says if you can take out the Brotherhood's assassin, the armor is a great piece of light armor to start with. So, and I don't want to block myself off from doing too many things. I know we're not going to be able to take on really high level stuff, but there we go. Why walk when we can ride indeed? Yeah, Balmora for us. Please. Picked a nice day for it. So, if I remember rightly, Balmora was the place where we got our steel arrows. So we want to do that, and then we want to head the north way out of town for this Dwemer Dungeon for the Fight Club guy. Just to remind ourselves, if we go to our quests here, wasn't the Thieves Guild one, it was... Oh. That has actually triggered a journal thing there. I didn't realise that. We can go and turn that in later. Did I keep the thing? I've sold it, didn't I? I might have blocked myself out of finishing a quest there, but there we go. Somehow still managed to keep that pillow. Oh, tax record. We kept it just in case. I do remember discussing wanting to sell it at one stage, so I thought I might have gone down that option. Antibolis Informant. Yeah, the Dwemer puzzle box. So this is the one. So that's where we need to go. Arcing Hand. Is how I'm going to pronounce that anyway. God knows if it's true. We shall try. I don't think we looked in the pawnbrokers last time, so they might have a better sword for us of sorts. We've got plenty of chitin arrows, but we don't need those. Silver longsword. Shame we're not using longswords. No, nothing we want today, I'm afraid. And then the traders. This guy over here, if I remember rightly? Or is that one? We'll try. Yeah, Revere. Hello, Revere. I don't want to bribe you. Short blade 5 to 11. And we're 5 to 12. Just checking there isn't anything in here that we can be upgrading our stuff to. Doesn't look like he's got the steel arrows, so I might have got them somewhere else. But okay, that's enough of this. Let's move over to what's it called. Considering we haven't shown this for a few episodes, this little journey out of town, I'll leave it up and playing more than likely, depending if I can think of things to say. Which I've proven to myself again and again that I can waffle. I had this moment when recently I was playing Civ 6 with a friend. We stopped playing, unfortunately, because life happens. And like getting an online thing to do repeatedly for some reason is difficult. But yeah, we were playing some Civ 6 and we because I was chatting away whilst I was playing, and because I had my microphone in front of my face like I do right now, the habit to just like announce what I was doing. And like years ago I did some Let's Plays of some strategy games, Europa Universalis actually. And yeah, because like I got so used to when my microphone's here and I am talking and playing a game, just not leaving too much silence in there. I have a feeling this is the right way. Yeah, it screwed me because I was just telling him everything I was doing. And I noticed he wasn't telling me back, and I'm not sure if it was like a purposeful decision or not, but I was like, I am just like tactically screwing myself over here. Can we hit, please? Neither of us can hit each other, apparently. There we go. So we have got plenty of arrows, which is good. We'll equip all those. And we'll start getting... So, because speed is my short sword thing. Short blade. Marksman's agility. Light armor's agility. I'm just getting to my head exactly what skills associated with everything. Yeah, so actually, agility is more key than speed, but speed is one of our primary damage dealers, so, and plus we're higher level in that than we are in marksman. Although, I do want to change that, so... There's probably something to be said about... I have a feeling we've gone the wrong way here. I'm sure it's north out of the town. Yeah, I bet there's something to be said about not having 2 primary combat abilities, but we're going to roll in with 3 and see how it goes. It's nice to be able to play, like, change things up here and there and just do different things. It is how I ended up rolling my last Oblivion character as well, was very much just changing up what I could do all the time. Just simply because I wanted to do all the guilds, and my sort of headcanon was he had the urge to become all-powerful, which is easy to fit all like the story in. I do wonder if these games are particularly Caldera. I think we've gone the wrong way. Do we have some directions somewhere, don't we? You bet I can believe that I'm leaving all this in as well. The old Dwemer ruins at Arkenhand are extensive on the surface and underground. Head south out of the town. Ah, we've headed north. Head immediately north towards Caldera. I mean, Caldera is this way. I'm sure we could probably like loop around. But I'm going to put another speed edit in. So I'll meet you back at Balmora. So we are just coming through Balmora now. I clicked something in my brain as well, and I think the game has told me this a couple of times, but I didn't interpret it properly. I think passers-by, when you ask them, one of the rumour things have said something along the lines of "Don't try anything when you're tired. It's harder to do anything." And I just I did a little fight. I'm not sure if it's on camera or not. And yeah, it's across the river, isn't it? That's right. And I wasn't hitting anything. I think it was on camera. I wasn't hitting it at all. And I was just like, oh, I'm on low fatigue. So I went here, had a look at what fatigue actually does. How tired you are. Low fatigue makes it harder to successfully perform actions. There we go. Someone spoke then. You learned something. I bet people have been going mad, but it's good to pick up on the systems at play so that we can use them to our favour. Yeah, this is the crossroads here. And then you go up the bridge and there's a fight on top of it. So, fingers crossed, this is a suitable thing for us to be doing. With the level under our belt. I mean, we're up to 44 health. Does it tell us how much we increase? No, it just tells us it does increase. So we're going to want to be upgrading endurance. I think speed we can probably leave it for a little bit because we are super high in that. But endurance, agility, and maybe one of the like intelligence or willpower, depending which one of those makes the most sense. I suppose that's another element of it as well. In reality, if you want to get the most saves... not save, sorry. I said that button because I was clicking the save button in front of me. If you want to get the most out of your level ups, you actually want all of your skills that you start with to be the lowest possible ones as well. Because that way you've got more ticks up on your job skills, you know, your major and minor skills, to actually get level ups. These sort of systems, especially when you don't get the effect that you want from them, annoy me. But there's these guys up here, which I can't remember what they're called, but apparently we're a bit suicidal to be going into them. So let's attempt this. Okay, we're doing something. Oh yeah, this happened last time, didn't it? Okay, that's a bit of damage. If I use a high ground to my advantage, and if he can't figure out what he's doing, then the skeleton will stay down there, maybe. You definitely need to be running with a lot of arrows, don't you? Oh, we can't be hit by another one of those. We should be able to take it, but I'm definitely going to drop a heal. So let's see how this goes. Because the skeletons decided to attack us this time. I don't know what this stuttering thing that he's doing is. I might have a feeling because he's just drawn a weapon. He might be out of magicka, but that does look to me like a danger weapon, so we definitely want to be staying out of his way. Or do we? Do we want to get up in there? I won't use that. Let's see how it goes. Fine, apparently. Iron War Axe sells for 30. We got 1 arrow back out of that. I mean, we'll take it, but no, that's going to bump that up by a lot. It's a shame he's wearing... I'll take it for now, but that's definitely going to be one of the first things we drop if we're struggling to pick things up. We'll never cast that spell. Yeah, so we're down to 70 arrows already, which is a pain. We've got our sword, and we'll hopefully... I can't remember what these are called. Are they called Ridge Riders or Wind Riders or something? I'm scared of them anyway. I remember enough time being on the internet and various Elder Scrolls forums back in the day. There being a sort of bit of a... bit of a meme around that they were not good. They would kill you. Oh, there's a guy. Oh no, it's a pipe. So my thought here is to open this up and then just dive in without any of these bothering us. I mean, he's coming to have a go. Let's see how this goes. I know we've only just saved, but I'm scared. I'm stealthing it just for a second, just to see if there is anyone here, which there is. You can't tell who's threatening in this game either. But hopefully this is giving us some successful stealth checks. Basically, it checks it every few seconds if you remain in stealth or not. And if you... it's how you level it up. It's just making sure it is doing those checks. I'm saying friendly. There's 2 of them. Nope. I wasn't expecting him to come and attack then. It made me jump a little bit. Okay, we're in a good place to be doing these anyway, which is good to know. They're all kind of heavy, so I'm going to avoid picking them up. I don't want to hit them before they hit me. They might be friendly. Especially when they've got names on them. They're not just random dude 13. It's like, this is Saurus Velvus. I wonder if he had a family. Steel and Iron Dwemer doors to Arkenhand Weeping Bell Hall. Yeah, so that's all going in the same direction. Let's explore what's in front of us. Oh, we're nearly there on a sneak upgrade as well. Did we miss anything up this way? No, just the entrance, then come down. So it's in here, we've got to have a look around. I never got to see much in the way of Dwemer ruins well, they don't exist in Oblivion. They are purely they're obviously there in Skyrim, but that's where I got to see them. But I don't want to use all my magic here because it's kind of my get out of jail free card. It's kind of like oh, this fight's not going your way. Let's switch to what's it called spell. We have to keep trying. Okay, this is how you actually do it. You just hold forward and keep smashing the button. These steel daggers seem to sell for 20 and aren't too heavy, so I'll keep grabbing them, but we can end up dropping them soon, I think. I can't remember where it was, but I definitely ate. No way. I remember reading a guide somewhere that basically said the way to determine if you drop something over something else is you divide, so sort of this weighs 2 and the value of 10. So each weight value there is worth 5 gold or 5 bits of monies. Do we want to go this way? Yeah, hell with it. Let's go. But let's heal up first. And that's a good way of sort of determining whether what you want to drop. No, I'm going to keep using my stabbies because the bow, if we go out and we have to fight some flying things, we're going to want that to be able to take them out of the air, aren't we? I'm going to put Firebite back on here just in case I don't want to be trying to heal myself in the middle of a fight. There's a big creaking noise, which is kind of cool. Our short blade's getting quite good now. I wonder who these guys are. What's their story? A Tanto? See, this is like a major difference with you would have had with the sort of Oblivion or Skyrim. Is by this stage you would have had like 13 diaries on the floor that would tell you this dungeon's a group of raiders that got lost and adventurers that are trying to find this, that, or the other, and this dungeon has this conflict going on. I'm not saying that's necessarily better. It's just more streamlined to get the story straight to you, isn't it? I should be getting rid of bodies, but oh well. Oh, it's just one half of it that's trapped. When it said trapped, it was not joking. So what does restoration go off? I know we were like level 5 in it or something, so that's a big reason why we're not been able to hit these spells. Jesus, we're not leveling up at all using it. I'm having a thought. Nope. Restore height to 20. Yeah, so it's a huge heal. So perhaps that's our problem. We need to be buying like a cheaper heal where we go. I was expecting the failure to cast. So 2 things have gone on there. One, I thought maybe taking off all my armor might give me a higher ability to cast spells, but light armor might not affect it. I can't remember what game that is, if it's an Elder Scrolls thing or not. But it's definitely been in a game series I've played before, so I was like, is it this one? No, apparently not. Why has he not got the shield equipped? There we go. What was the other thing that went on? Oh yeah, I was wondering if I thought basically that resting would mean that we can not resting. Attempting to cast a spell would be teaching us things still, even without even with a failure. You know, we still be leveling up, but apparently it's only successful ones. So I think we need to definitely be looking at getting a crappier restoration spell. So is this just a normal door? No, so that's going to Heaven's Gallery or Haven's Gallery. So yeah, it's it's learning bits as we go. Stealthy, stealthy. So I know some games like with stealth here, we'd get only half the doors are trapped. We'd get a much bigger boost, say, if we hit a successful stealth attack. I don't know if that's the case. I also don't know if line of sight counts for anything for sneaking. Like, can you just be hitting that sneak button in front of it, or is it basically just rolling all the time? Oh yeah, we said, isn't it? We just want to be running forwards instead of backwards and forwards. That's barely worth anything. I wonder what's going on here. These people seem to not be doing loads. Ah, okay, that's how armor works. Okay, I just hit a successful restoration spell. Yeah, 22. So it's not like a complete waste of time to be doing this, but it's just less sort of possible than I thought. We are running out of weight here. Well, that's worth a lot. Oh no, but it's 50. No. That's a terrible weight to value ratio. And we checked those boxes, didn't we? Cool. So let's get our magicka back. Drop another save. And then continue through these Dwemer ruins. Oh. That, I don't think makes logical sense to how this building should work, but I'm not going to question it too heavy. So this area is clear. That would suggest to me that one of these doors doesn't go to where we were. Oh, it does, just a different entrance altogether. It doesn't seem like this dungeon makes sense. I don't know, I might be speaking too soon, but it doesn't seem like going from one loading zone to another fits in. Keep trying to get this sneak up, I think is a valuable thing. See, I've automatically come around his side there, and I don't know if it is otherwise, if it makes any difference. I could have probably done this dungeon a lot earlier, to be fair, but I'm glad we've taken our time to get here. It's been fun doing a bit of exploration and sort of seeing the capital. Plus, the guy on that bridge, we couldn't have got past him. Ooh. No chance could we got past him. This is cool. Going for the danger jump. Although I don't think we can make it across the centre there. Nope. So let's continue going around. What's blocking me? You know when you're playing an older game when you get stuck on the terrain. Mind you, all games do that. Terrain's difficult. So, yeah, I think that's going to be us for today. But we'll get this finished off tomorrow, this Dwemer Ruins, which it feels good. It feels good to be like hitting some forward momentum and be pushing some quests and level ups and stuff. I mean, we're over halfway to our next level up already. So we're going in the right direction anyway. And these attributes are just going to make us better and better. So that's going to be it from me. I know you keep meant to saying something here. Do the usuals down below. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do, pig. Goodbye.